Welcome to today's video lesson on the past simple tense. In this lesson, we'll be discussing the structure of regular and irregular verbs in the past simple tense. So without any further delay, let's get started. So when do we use the past simple? It's used when we talk about activities, situations or states that began and ended at a particular time in the past. For example, I bought a new phone 2 days ago. It's also used for an action whose time is not given, but that occupied a period of time now finished, such as I lived in Madrid for 10 years, but now I live in Milan. So I once lived there, but now I moved somewhere else. This is the meaning. In addition, we find the simple past in combination with certain adverbs such as a minute ago, yesterday, last week, last month, last night, with questions beginning with did. So they actually introduce a past simple question. For consistency purposes, therefore, we continue in the past simple form. Please note that we are not forced to mention the time expression if it's clear when the action took place. For example, I bought this camera in Germany. This tense is also used to describe completed actions which happened in sequence. When we got home, we watched television. So here we have two actions, one after the other. We use the past simple with these expressions. It's time, it's high time, it's about time. For example, it's time we left. It's about time I started preparing dinner. Now, let's take a closer look at the structure of regular verbs in the past simple tense. Regular verbs can add either ed or just d to the base form to form the past simple tense, depending on their spelling and pronunciation. Let's see some examples. So, when should we add d or ed? Verbs ending in single e, argue, plus d, argued. Verbs of one syllable ending in vowel plus consonant. They double their consonant. Stop, stopped. Verbs are two or more syllables ending in vowel plus consonant with stress on the last syllable. Admit, admitted. Verbs ending in vowel plus l. They double the consonant. Travel, traveled. This is in British English, whereas in American English they don't double. Verbs ending in ic. Panic, panicked. Verbs ending in consonant plus y. Study, studied. Irregular verbs, on the other hand, do not follow a consistent pattern when forming the past tense, although we can recognize groups of irregular verbs behaving the same way, such as got or put, that present the same structure in the same paradigm. Paradigms refer to the various forms that an irregular verb can take across different tenses and persons. Irregular verbs do not follow the typical patterns for verb conjugation, so their paradigms are unique and need to be memorized. Now that we've seen examples of regular and irregular verbs in the past simple tense, let's summarize the key points. Regular verbs form the past simple tense by adding ed to the base form. Irregular verbs have their own unique forms in the past simple tense and do not follow a consistent pattern. Remember, regular verbs are generally easier to conjugate in the past tense since they follow a predictable pattern. However, irregular verbs require you to memorize their unique past simple forms. Okay, so that wraps up our lesson on the past simple tense, focusing on the structure of regular and irregular verbs. I hope you found this lesson helpful in understanding how to use the past simple tense correctly. Keep practicing and soon you'll become a pro at using the past simple tense with both regular and irregular verbs. Thank you for watching.